It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Man in motion here. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. On the move, headed right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. They've got a man in motion. First down throw here from Richardson. Rolling left, buying some time. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
That's just a total team effort right there, Kate. Defense was relentless on that play. Some of them chased him from the pocket. The others, well, they took away the easy throwing lane, and it really influenced that incompletion. So
after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the gun, here's Herbert. Into the second level, past the 30. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He has it at the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Return starts from the goal line. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Stroud off the play fake. Falcon isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And they'll touch this down just shy of midfield. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Richardson now. Flush down out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Catch made by Mitchell. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Taylor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Throw complete to Warren. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Shotgun, hand off to Taylor. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Chased out to his right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And the Colts will try for 3. Out comes their field goal unit. This from 35 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 2-score game early. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's wishing he left this one in the end zone, Brock, as he goes out of bounds short of the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Launches one deep downfield. Wide open downfield. Got it! He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans start to fight back with their first points of this game. Tank Dell, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He's on the move, and he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And the Texans grab it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slipping quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn the potential loss into positive yardage.
Stroud now on 3rd. It's caught by Mixon. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Running for it, Mixon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly for his offense to get a 1st down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
On play action, here's Stroud. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But fortune on the Texans side. One of their guys got to it. They're going to keep the football. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on third. Shotgun now for Stroud. He puts some power on a deep one left. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Juju Brents with a pick. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense. Things got a little too carried away there, and we are not surprised at all to see the flags fly and the penalty called. Here's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He's loaded another one up. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. Nico Collins with a touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. And he missed it, so a point left unclaimed, and this stays a field goal game. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Now he throws deep across the field, left side. That's grabbed inside the 30.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. It doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, Stroud. Has his man, it's Mixon. Keeps it moving. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Handoff running right, Pierce. And he's brought down for a loss.
Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Stroud. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. Nico Collins with the touch. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. And puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Richardson on 3rd. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. They got 24 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. They give to Taylor, right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Tackle made there by the rookie from Arkansas.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Caleb Farley has it. And the Texans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a 2nd half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the 1st play of the series. Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run. First and 10, around to Mixon. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Kenny Moore there to make the stop. You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest. They kick the running back in motion. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Tank Dell the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans double their lead to 14. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25, The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. First down throw here from Richardson. Warren's got it, complete. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Kamari Lassiter getting up. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense up to the line fast. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Connects with his back, Khalil Herbert. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-out completion that nets them the 1st down.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Richardson now on 1st and 10. It's caught, Warren. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action with Richardson. Catch made by Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
They'll throw again, Richardson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves the touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw, Richardson. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st down from the red zone. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you You can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. First throw for the backup now. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts now within 1 score in the 4th. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. We'll see what the Colts do facing a huge 2-point conversion attempt. He's throwing for it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
Still more than a field goal game. They were going to get to this point sometime, and they decide now's the moment and deliver with the onside kick.
The hard part's over, right? That's what the numbers tell you. That getting an onside kick a whole lot tougher than going down and scoring a touchdown. Still, they got to execute, stay calm, and work their way down the field.
That's complete to Pittman. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. This finds Mitchell. Complete. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
We all know these receivers are so dangerous. Just how well they get open and work the field, then put the ball in their hands, and they become even more dangerous after the catch. They start looking for those lanes to turn small catches into massive gains.
He's on the move. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. The pitch to Taylor. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Colts down by only 2 in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. We'll see what the Colts do facing a huge 2-point conversion attempt. This is caught. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the 4th quarter. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw now didn't work out the way his earlier targets had.
It kind of felt like, you could see that from the booth, this defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball. Yeah. A whole lot more active in their coverage. Somebody would...
Oh, he's in trouble. He'll go down. The Colts got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
He connects downfield on 4.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you can run into problems just like that.
Lengthy fourth down try here. They need 6. Looking to throw. Oh, my goodness. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks out the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Herbert. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Final timeout called by the Texans. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games.
And it's a sack. They got there to take him down, but there was a reason for that. So we got a flag down. I think that's going to nullify the play. It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty. To throw. Taylor makes the catch. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. And he's brought down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So the rookie getting a chance at a signature moment here in his first season. Only a 20-yarder here. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner!
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. One final shot here. Try and push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season.